What you doing here? Spooky, scary, Sunday. Why? Don't you got a Valentine to be with right now?
Oh. They ain't asked you this time, didn't it?
You know what? Come chill with me. We about to watch Spooky, Scary Sunday. Alright? Give me that. Cool. What's up with YouTube? My name is Just Right Dog. We're back with another video. Y'all should know. Clap it up. Come on, clap it up. Spooky, Scary Sunday number 5. We leave. I ain't gonna say that much, you know. We're just gonna dive right into this.
Boy, if you don't get.
By the way, this is Valentine's Day edition. You ain't got you a boo, or if you do, you or y'all cuddle up, you know, watch my video, slide through, sit back, relax, get you something to eat, get you something to drink, get you a get you a slice of pizza, yeah, with a side of the little heart candies, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And wash it down with some apple juice, you know, feeling romantic. We're gonna dive right into this. Let's go. Okay, guys, so first horror film is by Alter and it's called Third Date. Let's go. I don't think I want that ice cream sandwich. And it's melty?
Yeah, I've been okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
No, not yet. He said it's a surprise. No, he doesn't know about that. I haven't told him yet. I just don't want to scare him off. I know.
Look like she getting ready for a date.
Yeah, I know. Mom, I really like him. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Bye, Mom.
She nervous?
Hey,
Hi.
you look good.
Thanks.
Shall we?
Okay, my boy got game. They holding hands?
Suspense is killing me. Where are we going?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking something a little more sentimental this time. You know, a little less showy.
Yeah,
So
walking.
not Broadway this time?
What? Come on. 2 nights in a row?
I'm just messing with you. Wait, I just realized. Showy. Broadway.
Bruh.
I'm so funny. I'm not funny. I'm a serious gal. Serious Jordana.
Ta-da. What do you think?
It's nice.
Man, you better be grateful.
Oh my god. You gotta try these. They're so addicting.
I'm okay, thanks.
You sure? Usually when I'm feeling down, they help me cheer up.
No, I'm cheery. Cheery Jordana. So,
Lame.
what's so sentimental about this place? What's the story?
You know, it's just sometimes, some places I just feel like I have to put on this face and I don't know, pretend to be more interesting, but here there's no pretense. I can just
I'm be honest, I gotta say this. My boy over here rocking the Aaron Donald fade. Like, just look at it, you know? They just similar each other with the fade, you know?
be comfortable. I could be me.
So when I met you, you weren't you. I'm just messing with you again.
Right. Right, listen, I'm sorry. I should have taken you somewhere fancier. It's just that sometimes I get lost in my head and
No, it's fine.
I just don't want you to think I don't love you, that's all.
Don't say that.
Why not?
What you mean?
You don't know me enough. It's only our third date.
Right. Sorry. Stricken from the record. But like I said, it's just that when I'm here, I can be myself, and me right here with you is at least kind of smitten.
Oh, kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
Dork.
Shut up, loser.
Okay. What is this you're doing? What's going on?
You're doing that thing.
What thing?
You got like this little blush going. You're gorgeous.
Stop.
Champ. You are.
You're sweet.
See, it's dudes like that that get their heart broken. I hate that. Cause like we just put out that effort and love. And no.
Whoa, love is a big word.
We put out that effort and likeness and well, if that's a word. We just put the effort in and show good intentions. Yet, end of the day, find her with her cousin. We ain't gonna get into that though.
People aren't sweet to me. No, it's okay. It's just, there's some things about me that I don't think you'd like me so much if you knew.
Insecurities.
Hey, there's something you want to tell me, there's no better place than here, so.
I'm okay. I just don't know what I did to deserve you.
Me either. Nah,
People
just
don't
like,
deserve
I don't
people.
even know that.
And besides, we've all done things, right?
Awkward.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, okay?
We know what that means. What's up with the bathroom? Y'all in New York or something? No disrespect to New York. New York's actually good.
Not yet. Please. Not yet.
Excuse me.
What was he talking to?
Yes?
Hi. Listen. I know it's none of my business, but that man you're here with, he comes here often.
Yeah, he said it was sentimental.
No. He comes here with girls. Different girls.
No, I caught that. And you're right. It's none of your business.
Man,
Just be careful, okay?
you look like your name Jake. Go sit down somewhere, Jake. What's wrong with you?
Hey,
Hey, babe, it's getting kind of late. Maybe we should head out?
She just call him babe.
Hey, babe, it's getting kind of late. Maybe we should head out?
It's the third date though.
you barely touched your food.
The food looked nasty anyway. You know what? Jake, I ain't mad at you. You try to keep me real. He probably not even
Good
good
evening.
Hey. Are you okay? You've been really quiet. Did I do something?
You!
No, you're sweet.
So what you gonna act like when you see that? Alright, alright.
Well, here we go.
Where are we?
It's my home.
You didn't know you was going to his house.
Are you coming?
Alright. Aww. What's it saying? Oh. I heard a little bit of suspense music in there. I'm not liking it. Chandelier.
Don't worry about the plastic. I have a guy doing some remodeling.
Okay, good. For a second, I thought you were a serial killer. The whole nice guy thing was a cover. Get it? Cover.
Oh,
The plastic.
You got the whole crowd rolling with that one. Knee slapper.
yes. I get it.
You get it.
That wasn't funny.
I know.
Hey, at least he know that it wasn't funny.
Serious, Donna.
Serial Andrew.
That would be nice. I'm trying to get like, you know, nah, I'm not trying to get like, you got a demonic demon following you. I'm good.
It's getting late. I should go.
Hit the door.
Wait.
I'll text you when I get home.
Nope. Was the kiss that bad?
No, it was great. Get off the door, babe.
Did I do something wrong?
Andrew, I want to leave. This isn't cute.
Just tell me what I did wrong.
You know what? Okay. It's you lied to me. That's what it is. You saying you love me?
I do. I do.
You don't. People don't love me. If you just want sex or companionship,
Here you go.
that's fine.
He's
I'll
rolling
take
in.
what I can get. I'm used to that. But don't be fake nice to me. And don't tell me you love me if you don't mean it, because I can't handle that.
I haven't lied to you since the moment we met.
So you lied to her at the moment y'all met? What'd she say?
I can't keep doing this to myself.
I looked you up. I know about the accident with the kid.
Stalker.
I told you I can get past it. How do you know anyone else will?
Bro, I know it's cold. You see smoke coming out his mouth.
Let me be there for you, Jordana. Don't push me away.
He left both of the doors open.
I shouldn't have.
It's okay.
What kind of toxic? Hold on.
I forgive you.
It's plastic.
What?
I'm sorry.
like a joke. I don't...
I knew I heard something. What you pointing at?
Andrew, what is that thing?
If it starves, I starve. Do you know what that's like? To actually starve?
Andrew, let me go.
It needs people that I love. I need to fall for people.
Let me go.
Falling for people.
Andrew!
Yeah, you hit.
I wish I had a choice.
I think so.
I love you. This is proof.
So you're just gonna let her die?
I don't want your love.
Her face. Bro, why was she looking like this? Like that's gonna do something. Wait, she threw it?
I don't want your love.
Okay. She got good aim, I can say that. Again, what is that gonna do? That is metal on metal. Don't do it. Don't do it. They look like a butter knife. You trying to kill him when you get... Oh. It's about to pop up, ain't it? It's about to pop up, ain't it?
Good evening.
Don't you? Why would you look back? Go to the neighbor's house. Simple as that. Of course you gonna roam the streets. Bruh, you just cut your hand off. You gonna lose blood.
God. Holy Milena, call 911.
You.
Hold tight, we're getting help.
Do you love her? Do you love her?
Yeah. Yeah, I love her.
not as much as he loved me.
Is she crying or laughing? Oh man, that done killed my dog. Does it? Nah, I don't know. Okay, guys, this video is called True Tinder Date Horror Story by Llama Arts. Let's just dive right into it.
This happened when I was 17 years old. It's been nearly 2 years since my girlfriend broke up with me, and I was very chewed up about it on the inside. I've called her several times, but it always went to voicemail. I've tried texting her on Messenger since, ironically, we were friends on Facebook, but still, not a single response.
It's been 2 years.
As the weeks went by, I became very devastated and was worried that I'd never find love again. My brother told me to just forget about my ex-girlfriend and that it was time for me to move on. He introduced me to this app called Tinder, which he said was great for online dating. I was very familiar with online dating, but never actually done any of it because there was no way that I even felt like hooking up with some random person I met online. But I figured it couldn't hurt to try it out, so I decided to give it a shot. After I finished setting up my account and was done creating my profile, I just started randomly liking a few of the girls that I thought were pretty. I'm not picky, I just wanted to make sure that I found the right girl for me. A few weeks later, I've had already received my first match on Tinder. Her name was Robin. She had blue hair, freckles, and beautiful amethyst purple lips. According to her profile, she had the same interest in the stuff
from
I
Memphis.
was into.
I hate to say this. See, I was born in Memphis. Don't even look no more. Keep scrolling, my boy. Just keep scrolling.
And was even around the same age as me. Even better, she lived in the same town as me.
You live
By the
there?
way, I live in Memphis, Tennessee.
We didn't ask.
We started having a friendly group chat on Tinder, which was going well. Her message said, "You may not know me, but we went to the same high school." I replied, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yeah, I was always the quiet one at the back of class. Anyways, I think you're really cute. We should hang out sometime." I agreed and asked her to where she wanted to hang out, where to meet her, and what time I should be there. She said we'd hang out at her place and meet her at the park tomorrow night at around 9 p.m.
Y'all not gonna get to know each other first?
I got to the park that night at around 9 p.m. sharp. I didn't call her because I didn't want to sound too desperate. Some time passed and I finally decided to call her to no response. I also tried texting her to no avail as well. It was around 9:30 p.m. There was still no sign of her and I was beginning to grow impatient. I was starting to think that maybe she wasn't going to show up at all. I sighed and said, "I knew this was too good to be true. She's not even here yet. Screw it. I'm going home. I can't believe I came out here this late for nothing."
It's
oh
crazy.
well,
It's
so much for online dating.
You doing this?
I was about to start my walk home when suddenly I saw a black convertible pull up to my location. The car stopped right in front of me, and the window rolled down, revealing a creepy-looking old man who was probably in his mid-30s. He gazed at me with a weird smile and asked, "You going somewhere, kid?" I responded,
"Why are you so close to the
"Yeah,
car?"
I'm just headed home." He asked me why I was out there this late, and told him that I was supposed to meet someone, but it seemed like she wasn't going to show up. He said, "Oh, you must be waiting for my daughter."
Wait a minute.
The man, by the name of Jeff, introduced himself to me as Robin's father, and said that Robin has told him a lot about me. He told me that Robin couldn't meet me at the park because she remembered that was the night she had to go to a slumber party with her friends, and she forgot to cancel.
Yeah.
He told me she wouldn't be home till 11 o'clock, and that's when I knew my night was a bust. He apologized and offered to give me a ride home. I knew it was going to take too long for me to walk, so I accepted.
Why
It was
would
going to
you
be a
do
long
that?
drive, but luckily I knew all the shortcuts to my house. I told him where I lived and how to get there as I got into the car. After a few minutes, I was feeling tired from being out so late, so I closed my eyes for just a few short seconds and dozed off.
That's where you messed up.
Not
at.
long afterward, I awoke. Feeling a little drowsy, I rubbed my eyes and realized that I was still in the car. I asked the man where we were, as this wasn't the usual route to my house. He said, "Relax, kid, this is a shortcut. We're
Yeah,
almost
alright.
there." I asked where we were going, and then he looked at me with some sinister grin on his face and just chuckled. I felt my heart almost explode out of my chest as he did that.
That
I
ain't
looked
good.
down and saw a handgun sticking out of his jacket pocket. I put two and two together and realized what was happening. I told him, "Let me out now!" He responded, "No." Then, he put his foot on the accelerator, speeding up the car.
See,
I tried
that's
to
where
get
you
out, but
messed
he had
up
already put
at.
the job lock on. It seemed hopeless. I was trapped. There was no way out.
Look, it's not that hard. Just say, "Hey, can you pull over? I gotta pee." Or, "Hey, I think I dropped something. Pull over." Or, "Hey, pull over." This dude just literally, Let me try making him think so. "Hey, pull over the car."
Shut up and sit back.
Okay.
out. To make matters
It's just
worse,
simple.
we were driving through a forest area with no cell service. I couldn't even call for help. But I just had to get out. As soon as the car started to
Bust the
slow
window.
down, I stabbed him in his shoulder with a
Ooh.
pocket knife that I found on the floor. He screamed in pain as I was able to turn off the child lock, unlock the door, and run as fast as I could into
How
the
can
woods.
you turn it off? You gotta
While I
open
was
the door.
running,
dude.
I could hear multiple gunshots being fired at me, but luckily, not a single one hit me. I never looked back because I had the fear of the man chasing me at the back of my mind. I dove behind a tree and hid under a bush. I heard the man yelling, "You can't hide from me! I will find you!" I covered my mouth with my hands and held my breath, trying not to make a sound. Everything
Just
was
reroute,
silent
take the
for a
car.
while, until I saw the man was looking for me with a flashlight.
Reroute,
He
take the car.
flashed it past me multiple times. When I heard his footsteps going deeper into the woods, that's when I knew the coast was clear. I ran, using the flashlight on my phone to help navigate me through the dark and scary woods. In hindsight, I knew that was a stupid move, considering the situation.
At least you know.
I could hear the leaves crunching and the twigs snapping as I ran, which would also easily give away my position. When the crunching and snapping got louder, I looked behind me and my heart dropped when I saw that the man was chasing me.
Ooh.
I ran as fast as I could with the man hot on my tail, firing every single last live round
ain't
he
got
had
no
in his gun.
aim?
But thankfully, the shots missed again. "There's nowhere for you to hide,"
Okay, James
he
Bond.
said. I thought I was going to die, until I heard the man trip over something, and I was able to get away unharmed.
Imagine chasing
I
someone
kept
you trip
running
over
until I was out of the woods and back onto the road. Looking behind me then, he was nowhere to be seen, which means I lost him.
something. Or Dietrich.
I sighed in relief, and then I saw a red car driving down the road. I was able to wave it down and told the driver that I was kidnapped and almost killed by some crazy man in the woods. It took a lot of begging, but the driver finally gave me a ride to the police station,
Ooh.
and I told the cops everything. Unfortunately, I didn't get the man's tag number, but I gave the police a clear description. After the police had run a search, they told me that he didn't even have a daughter, and that they've been trying to catch this guy for months. As it turns out, he's wanted in several countries for the kidnappings of multiple teenagers and young men. How I managed to escape him is a miracle. The officers kindly gave me a ride home, and I didn't tell anyone what happened except my brother. The man was never found, nor was he ever caught, and they say he's still out there, even to this day, which scares me the most. What's even worse is that I stupidly gave him my address. So
Why?
who knows if he might try to kidnap me again. Needless to say, my days of using Tinder weren't over after that. The whole incident just made me a lot more
Could you at least
cautious from
check
there
on the
on
girl,
out.
bro? John Johnson Jr. Triple J, if you don't mind me calling you that. Let me talk to you, brother. Don't do nothing like that again. Please. Alright guys, this video is called 2 Valentine's Day Horror Story Animated, and it's by Broccoli Animations. Let's dive right into it.
I'm single right now, and I don't have any plans to get into a relationship anytime soon.
I feel
The
you.
last one was, how can I put it nicely?
Crazy.
It ended in a total train wreck. Before I tell you what happened,
Um,
please like and subscribe.
Okay.
We've been together for over 3 years, and I think I just got used to the way things were. From the inside, I didn't see the way she was treating me. I just accepted anything she did, thinking that that was the way things were supposed to be. But if I think about it now from a different perspective, I can't believe I lasted a month, let alone 3 years. We met at a bus stop. It was pouring outside, but I had an umbrella. As I was waiting for my bus, I looked to my right, and there she was.
I'm sorry, but can we talk about how this dude talking? I was waiting outside, and I had an umbrella, and I seen her. Reporting back to you live at Channel 5 News.
Was Amanda. Her arms were crossed and half of her jacket was placed on top of her head. I wasn't really someone who would engage in conversations with strangers, but something told me to go help that poor girl out.
You tried putting
I put the
game
umbrella
on
over her head. We locked eyes, and that's when my life started to fall apart. A month went by and we moved in. It seemed that we were a match made in heaven. Honey, do you want eggs and oatmeal for breakfast? Her sweet voice would wake me up. I'd open my eyes, and there she was, right next to the bed, holding a cup of tea and looking at me as no one did before. Sure, babe. Love you. Love you too. You may wonder, what am I on about? It all seems pretty amazing, but
Nah.
just wait. I was working a dead-end job during that time. But as fate had it, one of the recruiters I sent my CV to thought that I was perfect for their company. I got a call and scheduled an interview. Things moved on fast. In about a week, I had a new office job that paid twice as much. I was on cloud 9. And I thought Amanda would be too. But no, she had a very different opinion about everything.
What do you mean by that?
So, any cute girls at the office? She asked me one night as I came home from work. I laughed and didn't respond. I was just getting ready to hop into the shower. Max, I asked you something. Oh, I thought you were joking. Well, our team is mostly comprised of guys. Lydia at the front desk is a girl. I know that because she's the one who greeted me on the first day. And apart from her, I don't know if I saw any other girls there. There may be others in the building, but I'm not sure, I replied. Amanda didn't say anything.
She about to slap you.
I went into the bathroom, turned on the water, and closed the door. As the water was pouring on my head, a loud bang startled me.
Whoa.
It was the sound of a door being opened.
Okay, buddy.
Lydia? How do you know her name? What else do you know about her, Max, huh? Her bra size?
Okay.
Amanda started yelling out of nowhere. Are you crazy? What are you talking
Let
about?
the man take
She
a shower
works
in
there.
peace.
How could I not know her name? I replied, trying to calm her down. I never saw that reaction before. It was like she was a totally different person. That night, I slept on the couch. God knows why. But that was just the beginning. She started to become increasingly jealous, and our relationship started to suffer. We didn't talk much. I tried to make her feel loved and beautiful, but she kept pushing me out. She was certain I was having an affair at work. The last job didn't involve other people. I was alone in a booth, so that was okay with her. But this idea of me being around others in an office seemed to make her go crazy.
She toxic.
One evening, as I came home, I noticed that all the lights were off.
Why it's so dark?
It was only 7 p.m., and Amanda wouldn't have been sleeping yet, but who knows? She might have been tired. I slowly went into the living room, dropped my bag, and then turned around to go to the bedroom so I can check up on her.
Turn the light on.
Where have you been? I heard a voice coming from the darkness. I was startled. Answer me!
Where is
Amanda yelled, increasing the creepiness of the situation. I turned on the lights.
There we go.
There she was, on the living room chair, holding a quilt in her lap. What do you mean? I've been at work, I responded, almost rolling my eyes. I was sick of that question. She always knew where I was. With who? With
What?
Lydia? Did you guys in your office? On the pile of reports you always say you're working on when I call you?
Whoa.
That's because you call me at work every 15 minutes. And no, I didn't Lydia, okay?
What's with the F-bomb?
When will you get it? I am not cheating on you! I yelled. I lost my temper. It was the first time I would yell at her, and it felt strange. At that moment, I realized that she'd been so controlling our entire relationship, but I never noticed it before. I then asked her what was with that quilt in her lap. Amanda smiled.
She got a gun
and
today.
showed me that she had something underneath it.
Wait, hold on. She got...
See this? This will be jammed into your head and then into Lydia's head when I catch you f***ing her, understand? Amanda said, while I looked at the knife she was holding. The situation was getting way out of control. I told her that it's not cool and that I'll go get a room at a hotel so she can calm down. If you leave, I'll kill myself. Do you really want that on your conscience, Max? Amanda told me. Of course I didn't. So I stayed home. I took a shower, and when I came out of the bathroom, Amanda was acting as nothing happened. She was in the kitchen, making some tea and singing. Do you want any tea, babe?
Forget your tea!
As I couldn't believe her sudden change in behavior. I declined and went to bed.
There we go.
At around 2 a.m., I got up. I was thirsty. But Amanda wasn't in the bed. She wasn't even in the house. I wanted to get my phone, but I saw that it was in the bed, not on the nightstand. I had a feeling that she went through my messages, and I was right. As I was looking at which apps she opened, I saw a series of texts. She used my phone to text Lydia. She said that I needed some help, that I was feeling really sick and I needed to be in the presence of someone. So she asked Lydia for her address so that I'll go over there. She texted saying that if it would make me feel better, I should come over. She went to her house. I panicked. I got dressed and headed to that address.
Bro, you gotta go.
Sure enough, all the lights were on at 2 a.m. I looked through the window and my worst nightmare came true. Amanda had tied Lydia to a chair, and she was walking around her, saying something, holding the knife she had at home. I immediately called the police, but it seems that she heard me outside the window. The next thing I knew, I was pinned down to the floor with the cold blade of the knife pressed against my forehead. What are you doing, honey? Did you come to save that whore? You knew she was married, right? Nothing happened. You're insane. I called the police, you know. They'll be here soon. She laughed and said that she had enough time to kill me and her. But something happened. Lydia's husband came from right behind her and grabbed Amanda in a chokehold. He threw her to the ground. He was back from his business trip. And honestly, was a godsend at that time.
It really was.
Amanda started to yell, but the police sirens interrupted her. She fled. I told the officers who she was and what she looked like, and most importantly, that she was dangerous. The next day, I put all of her stuff in the hallway.
There we
go. I guess she came back one night to take her clothes, or someone else took them. I don't know. All I know is that they're gone. Some nights, as I'm asleep, I have this feeling that someone's there in the bedroom watching me. And as soon as I get up to see who it is, the person flees. Seems like it'll be a while before things get peaceful for me. Collins gave me a smile as I twirled in front of him. I was glad he was in a good mood today.
Story.
You look beautiful, he said, pulling me in by the waist. He kissed me softly. I giggled. You're too soft.
Must be not.
Only for you, Melissa. Now let's go or we'll be late.
Okay. Simp.
I followed him outside, and we got into the car. We had a function to attend. Colin said his workplace was organizing an event, and they were told they could bring their significant others. Collins and I have been together for about 6 months, and I moved in with him last month. I loved him. And although we had our issues, like every other couple, I knew our love was strong. We got to his office building and went to the hall. The event was just about to start. Collins introduced me to his colleagues, and I tried to keep their names in my head. Collins went up to get his award, and I had never been prouder. My eyes misted.
Proud mom.
He deserves it. Collins is the most hard-working man I know.
I mean, like that.
I turned to see one of his colleagues smiling softly at me. I racked my brain to remember his name, but came up short. He is. Thank you. I faced forward to see Collins looking straight at me. His eyes were narrowed. He returned to his seat with a terse smile.
Oh, man.
I broke out in a sweat, wondering if I did anything wrong.
Oh, man.
Congratulations, man! Collins barely glanced at the man beside me as he mumbled a thank you. He grabbed my elbow and told me we had to leave. I grabbed my purse and did my best to look like nothing was wrong as we left the hall.
Okay.
The ride home was filled with tension, and I dug my nails into my palms, dreading the worst. Tonight had been going so well. Collins refused to look at me, and he went in immediately after he parked the car.
That's how you feel?
I scrambled after him and followed him to our room. I'm sorry, I said, wringing my hands. Collins turned to me and looked at me up and down with disgust in his eyes. What did you do? He asked. I told him I didn't know, but he was angry and I was only trying to make things better. He asked me why his colleague Buck was looking at me the way he was. I frowned in confusion and tried to explain to him that he misunderstood the situation.
Major.
I told him that the man only complimented him because of the award he got, and there was nothing else. Collins didn't believe me, and the eyes that held so much adoration for me now looked at me with scorn. That's what you are. How can I ever trust you?
My boy.
I bowed my head
What's up
meekly,
with you?
refusing to let him see the tears. I only repeated that I was sorry. He came up to me and grabbed a fistful of my hair. He tugged, and I yelped in pain. Please, Collins! He yelled at me to shut up and flung me across the room. I hit the floor and landed on my arm painfully. This wasn't the first time Collins would be getting violent with me, but I kept hoping every time would be the last time.
Yeah, nah.
He loomed over me and looked at the tears on my face. He sighed regretfully. You know I love you.
Yeah.
You can't keep hurting me like this. He stood me up and hugged me. I sobbed in his arms and stiffened when I felt his hands roving across my body. I protested, but he ignored me. When I told him I wasn't in the mood, his brown eyes filled with anger again, and he dragged me to the bed. I tried to scream, but he covered my mouth with his free hand. He bunched my gown up to my waist and pinned me down with his legs. I was powerless to stop him. He unbuckled his pants.
Whoa,
and I
whoa, whoa,
closed
whoa,
my
whoa.
eyes,
Hey,
sucking
hey,
his face.
hey, this is...
Perhaps if I didn't struggle, it would be less painful. I'd thought about leaving him multiple times, but I found it difficult to do because I loved him, and I was scared of what he would do if I tried to break up with him. I knew he loved me. That was why he got all possessive. I used to work as an editor in a news company. Collins told me to quit because he didn't like the way my male colleagues looked at me. He said he could provide for me,
Whatever.
and I knew he was only looking out for me. My friend is coming to stay with me for a couple of days. He'll be using the guest room. Are you prepared to meet him? I nodded and went to check the guest room so I could be sure it was clean. Collins left for work after giving me a peck on the forehead.
I had a
My
feeling
arm
he
still
gonna
hurt, but the
kill
pain
the
was fading.
friend or whatever.
Later in the
know
afternoon,
why.
the doorbell rang. I felt comfortable around him, and I led him to his room. I told him he had to eat first before anything, and we went to the kitchen together. Henry smiled at me as I set the bowl down in front of him. He
Was
told
it
me to
sad?
sit and started to ask me questions. We fell into an easy conversation,
Not bad.
and that was how Collins found us, laughing together. He and his friend did the bro hug thing, and Collins came up to kiss me. I sighed in relief. There'd be no danger today.
Spoke too soon.
I woke up suddenly, my throat dry. Collins was sound asleep and didn't move when I got up. When I got to the kitchen, Henry was drinking water, and some of the water spilled to the floor. I moved past him, mumbling that I had to drink water. I slipped and fell forward, crashing into Henry.
No!
We both got knocked to the floor, my body on top of his.
Get oh! Get
What the f? I jumped up to see Collins approaching with murder in his eyes. I stuttered out an explanation, but he didn't hear it. He smacked me with the back of his hand, and I crashed into the counter. Bro, you can't hit her! Collins rounded up on Henry and punched him in the stomach. Henry bent over, clutching his stomach.
Alright, what's up? Fight!
Collins came back to me and bent me backwards over the counter. The edge of the marble dug into my lower back. Collins, wait! He was unstoppable, and I watched in horror as he crushed my fingers in his grip. I screamed and heard my bones snap. Henry came up behind him and pulled him off. Collins grabbed the knife on the counter next to me and whirled on his brother. Henry jumped back and evaded the slash aimed for his neck.
Come on,
He
get
reached for
tight
the knife
with
in
him.
his hand, and there was a brief struggle. They fell to the floor, and Henry was on top.
Who got
Collins
hit?
suddenly stopped moving, his wide eyes staring at Henry. Henry cursed and went to dial 911. I saw the life leave his eyes, emotionless. I felt so numb. My hands were near useless, and I said nothing as the paramedics lifted me into their van. All I knew was that I would never subject myself to something like that anymore.
Alright guys, we're going to end the video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell too, so you can know when I upload. I really hope this video blessed y'all day, you know, put a smile on your face. You know, it's Valentine's Day, so you'll be thinking, I wonder what they're doing all the time you watching a good video, or if you watching it with them, you know. All that being said, we out. Goodbye.